My name is Nestor. I am the founder of Diamond Lawn Care here in Southern California. And today I want to talk about ego and how ego could literally prevent you from growing your company. And on top of that, it could make you seem like the enemy to your employees. Now, I'm gonna give an example. I've been in business for 5 years. The first 2 years, I did not know what I was doing. And it's not necessarily that I did not know. I was just too scared to implement what I knew I had to do, because I had that mindset of scarcity of like, oh man, if I raise prices, customers are gonna leave. Just basic stuff. But year 3, I did it and I grew 100% previous to my first year. And then year 4, I did it and I grew an additional 100% from the year prior. And it took me 4 years to grow 300%. And truth be told, I could have done that from year 1. Anyways, let me tell you where year 5, where I'm at, and how my ego got the best of me, and now I'm paying for it. Now, hopefully this helps you, because I had to go through a lot of heartache this previous year, because I had to lay people off. And these are good working people. My ego was telling me, hey man, like, it's their fault. No, in reality, it was my fault. It was my fault that I fucked up because I wasn't estimating things according to their abilities. I wasn't getting the proper feedback. And it was not because they weren't telling me. It was just they were too scared to seem like they weren't adequate. Like, I didn't have the trust for them to come to me and be honest, because they knew that, or at least they felt that if they were honest with me, I was gonna get mad. But if they were to have been honest with me, I would have said, hey, like, how can we fix this? Let's fix this. Because in the end, I loved the employees that I had. Like, I genuinely loved them, and I still feel the same way now. And even though I laid them off, I did so with an open door. I took all the blame, because the blame was mine. I said, hey man, like, I messed up. I messed up because I wasn't estimating these jobs properly. And all it takes for a small business is just 2 jobs to not be where they should be, and shit hits the fan, and next thing you know, you're either having to pivot or shut your doors. So my ego felt like I was too good to be out on the field. And if you notice, a lot of my videos now are of me driving around on the field doing the work. And the reason being is because I had to lay people off, and I felt like I was too good to go out and be in the front lines with them, and it made me realize that, hey man, like, you need to take 110% ownership of what you're doing, because the frontline people, the employees, feel like they don't have any backup. They feel like they're on their own. And the truth of the matter was that they were. And I take responsibility for that. But I had to basically lay them off to realize, like, hey man, like, fuck, I fucked up. And you know what? Those conversations are tough. Dude, they're tough because not only do they have bills and families to support, we had a good culture, I thought, and we cared about each other. Let me just say, tie all this in with the ego, and how sometimes you got to check it and realize that your ego will make you feel like you don't belong out on the field, when in reality, the only reason you're able to do what you're doing, if you're managing, is because of the people out on the field. So they deserve every ounce of support, because if not, then without them, you don't have your status, you don't have your leadership role. And that's what I had to learn the hard way. And it's tough to make this video, because I know that some of my old employees still watch these videos, and I just want to say sorry, man. Again, dude, I know things could have been different, and I wish they would have, but dude, it's just, I'm man enough to say that I messed up. And hopefully in the near future, hopefully this year, later on this year or next year, we're able to work together, and I could keep you guys full round, like rounded. And I'm sorry, man. It's hopefully in the near future, I'm able to employ you guys year round, and you guys not only say yes, but you guys actually grow with me, and you guys have your guys' dream and vision within my company. So this was a short video on how ego could literally ruin something that you work so hard to get up from the ground. And hopefully you guys learn from that. Hopefully if you guys are watching this, hopefully you guys know that the ego could be your best friend or your worst enemy. It really just depends on the terms that it's being used in. And for me, man, I had to learn the hard lesson of basically crumbling my company, because and the crazy part about it is that even though I feel like I had to take 3 steps back, I know that I'm gonna go ahead and just leap on forward because I learned that lesson. And I think that was the best part out of all this, and yeah, so hopefully this helps you guys out, and check your egos, man. The ego, we all have it. So if you feel like you don't have one, you have one. That's your ego talking, So again, hopefully you guys don't make this mistake. And if you guys are making this mistake, realize that it could cost you everything. And but now I'm out on the field. I'm doing the work, and I'm building. It feels like the same business over again. Yeah, so that's the only reason I make these videos, is because I learned a lot from my mistakes, and hopefully you don't have to.